Many UK households try to reduce their energy use, yet still feel their bill does not reflect those efforts. Lights are switched off, heating is adjusted, and daily habits feel unchanged. Even then, the total on the bill often looks higher than expected, which can feel confusing and frustrating. This creates the sense of overpaying without it being clear where that feeling comes from. In this video, the word overpay does not mean incorrect billing, mistakes, or errors. It refers to paying an energy bill without fully understanding how the final total is formed. This explanation focuses on how UK energy bills are structured, using plain language and everyday examples to explain why this experience is so common. In the UK, energy bills are a regular part of household expenses. They sit alongside rent or mortgage payments, council tax, food costs, and transport. For many households, the bill arrives monthly or quarterly and is paid automatically. The document itself often contains multiple pages, tables, and figures that are easy to skim past. For renters, the energy supplier is often already in place when moving into a property. There is rarely a point where the system is explained from the beginning. For families, energy use changes throughout the year. Colder months, school holidays, and working from home all influence how energy is used. Because these changes happen gradually, the bill can feel familiar but still unclear. Over time, many households focus on the final amount rather than how it is calculated. A UK energy bill is not a single charge. It is made up of several different parts that are combined into one final total. The first part is usage-based cost. This comes from gas or electricity meters, which record how much energy is used over time. That recorded usage is then converted into a cost and shown on the bill. The second part is fixed charges. These apply on a daily basis and are not directly linked to how much energy is used. They exist to support the wider energy system that supplies homes. This means that even on a day when very little or no energy is used, certain daily charges can still appear on the bill. Because these charges are spread across the billing period, they are not always noticed on their own. The third part relates to billing periods and timing. Bills do not always reflect real-time usage. They may include estimated readings, delayed readings, or usage from earlier dates. As a result, the total shown on the bill may not feel connected to recent habits or recent efforts to reduce usage. When these parts are added together, the final number can feel higher than expected, even though each part follows the same underlying structure. One reason this is confusing is language. Energy bills use terms that are not part of everyday conversation and are rarely explained clearly. Another reason is presentation. Important information is often spread across tables, summaries, and footnotes, which makes it harder to see how the total is formed. A further reason is regulation. Many parts of a UK energy bill are shaped by national energy regulation rather than by individual suppliers. This is why energy bills often look similar across different companies, even when the supplier name changes. Because these rules operate quietly in the background, misunderstanding becomes common rather than unusual. When the structure of an energy bill is unclear, changes in the total can feel unexpected. This often leads to the impression of overpaying, even when charges are applied as designed. Over time, this lack of clarity can make energy costs feel unpredictable. A bill may rise or fall without an obvious reason, simply because different parts of the bill become more noticeable at different times. Understanding the structure does not change the bill itself. However, it does explain why the number on the page looks the way it does. In this context, overpaying refers to paying without understanding how the total is formed. Energy bills include both usage-based costs and daily fixed charges. Some charges apply regardless of how much energy is used. Similar bill structures exist across suppliers because of regulation. Confusion usually comes from complexity, not from billing errors. UK energy bills follow a standard structure that applies across most households. Once that structure is understood, the total becomes easier to interpret. The next time an energy bill arrives, the number on the page will feel less random because the system behind it is clearer and easier to recognize.